What's sitting in front of you is a electronic suspension control module out of a 2005 Cadillac XLR. Customer complaint upon entering the shop was vehicle no start. Upon further diagnosis, we tried to inspect for communication with all modules and found that the high-speed data link was inop. We could not communicate with any modules. So upon further inspection, we've ended up disconnecting this module out of the vehicle. Lots of signs of corrosion down inside of the terminals, most likely from water leak in a convertible car, most likely rear passenger compartment. So what we're going to do is we're just going to remove the back side of this module, and we're going to see what actually the inside of the module looks like.
Evidence of corrosion right on the screws.
So we're now looking at the circuit board from the vehicle. Note, if you will, major corrosion through all diodes, transistors, resistors, major corrosion at pin terminal connectors, on connector harness leads. This module has been seeing a lot of water for quite some time. In a nutshell, this module is faulty. So now that we've inspected this side of the module, we're going to lift the circuit board up and have a look at the back side of the module. Now, it is quite apparent at this point that major corrosion all through all sorts of terminals. We even have actually rust starting on one diode end over here. In a nutshell, this module has seen a lot of water, and there's no life left. So, earlier I had mentioned that the electronic suspension control module was on the passenger side of the vehicle. I stand corrected. It is actually on the left rear of the vehicle, down in this well compartment. If you have a look in here, you can see the new module installed. The connectors come down the side here. We also have a power top control module which sits in this area here. You can see it's kind of difficult at this point, but if you look down into the power and ground terminals on the module, you can see that there is clearly evidence of moisture intrusion. Lots of green around these terminals. Excuse me. Now what we're going to do is we're going to remove these connectors. We're going to have a look at what actually exists underneath of these terminals. So if we look at the butt end of the connector, we'll notice right away there is evidence of green corrosion all around the heads of the pin terminals. And also we look down in, we can see that there's signs of evidence that water has been in here and that the corrosion has begun. Just remove the power connector here. We also have on the power and ground terminal major signs of corrosion here, most likely failing to provide the module proper power, therefore not going to be getting consistent numbers out of the module for any usage. Not much signs of corrosion on the face of this connector, but as we look down into the module, we can start to see signs that water has been getting in here. Obviously more in these two areas than this far connector, but I'm guessing if we were to do the same with this top control module, disassemble and remove that from the vehicle and take it apart, the inside of this module will be severely corroded. The water intrusion obviously has come at some time. We unable to put an exact time on it because we don't know how to time the corrosion, obviously. So